so it happened. I think that this is something that we were all expecting. At the end of the day, this is one of the most important video games in the entire history. Every time that somebody says Zelda, everybody loses their minds. And this being the sequel to one of the greatest, most acclaimed video games of all times, being that Zelda Breath of the Wild, then yeah, by all means, this was bound to happen. And what I mean is what everybody knows by now, that the game got leaked. There's a whole lot of people already playing the game thanks to emulators on their high-end PCs, but that's not actually entirely on high-end PCs, we'll get to that later on. So, if everyone is already aware of this, then why am I stating the obvious? Well, you know, there's a whole lot of things that people say on the internet. I was browsing through Facebook groups, Instagram posts, and Facebook pages, all in all, and there's a whole lot of people saying that thing that we all fear, that they play the game and that they finished the game. Here's the tricky thing. When the leak got announced, this is what all of the titles that you can see right here, right now, this is what they said, that the game is playable, that there's already people playing the game. Now that in my mind has a little bit of a different weight. In my mind, there's a huge difference between a game being playable and a game that you can just barely run. And this being an emulator of a game that hasn't even come out, for you to be able to run this thing on either, it doesn't matter if it's in a high-end PC or not, the infrastructure of the emulator, is it capable enough to run it? Before we continue, little disclaimer, I'm not going to show any kind of footage in here, I'm not going to do any kind of spoiler in here, we're not going to be speaking about any of that. I just have something little interesting things that I want you to be aware, and that I am myself going to be aware of as well. So, again, there's a huge difference in being able to run a game and being able to appropriately play a game that is not going to be a whole mess, that is not going to allow you to continue through some places because it is just unplayable. Or because it's just so unpleasing to see because of the glitchiness that the game has and whatnot. So, it is being said that only the high-end PCs are able to run this thing. And again, I saw some comments on Facebook from people that were saying, I've enjoyed this thing, I played this thing, I played that, I finished the game. And I was a little bit skeptical about that. Every time that I saw someone commenting that they finished the game, I would go like, the leak just happened 2 days ago, dude, and you already finished the game on a build that I did not even know that it properly functions from the beginning of the game towards the end of the game. Yeah, I might actually have to call BS on that. So then I decided to try it for myself. I'm not encouraging anyone to try piracy, I'm not encouraging anyone to violate the rights of property of companies by doing any that or those, but I needed to make sure for myself. I needed to take this out of my mind, to get the certainty. Again, just a disclaimer, just to make sure, just to reassure all of the gameplay. You might actually have some Breath of the Wild gameplay here in the background. It's not going to be any spoiler from Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. But then again, what I wanted to tell you is that I played it. I did manage to get it, I did manage to try it, and what I am sad to say, and this is the kind of warning that I wanted to give you, the players, the community, is that be very careful on the internet. If somebody tells you, if you see a comment, if somebody tells you that they played the game and they finished it, they probably did. Yeah, that build, I was running it on my 3070, and the game was using like between 25 to 30% of the video card usage. So I am guessing that a medium computer is going to be able to run this thing, and it's so very easy to acquire this thing. The thing is that I was playing just to see if this thing actually did work. I'm going to finally play the game on the launch date, but I just wanted to make sure, I want to take that uncertainty out of my mind, and I did. I did play through the entirety of the first area of the game, and I am sad to say that yes, it does work. There's some minor glitches, very mild glitches around here and there, but nothing that is going to hinder your experience that much for you not to be able to experience this game on your emulator. And why do I want to tell you that? Again, because be very careful while you're browsing Facebook, while you're browsing Instagram. There's people already playing this thing, and based on what I have seen, I immediately stopped playing when I came to realize, when it came to my mind, that yes, by all means, this is something that I do think that you can play from beginning to the end, and that is what it worries me. As a matter of fact, I am going to stop using that much my social media from here to the launch of the game, because I'm telling you, if you see someone out there saying that they finished the game, and you probably should give them the benefit of the doubt, and they probably did it. Alright? So that sucks. That really sucks for all of the people that do want to enjoy the game by the rule, that do want to wait for the time that the game actually releases and we can all enjoy it together as a community. And yes, this is a single player game, but this is what you have right here in my channel. This is my beautiful little small channel. We are a community in here, and we all support each other. If you have been here for quite a while, then you know that people is very supportive in the comment sections in my videos. Everyone is always trying to help. So we want to wait and experience the game. That's the other thing that I want to tell you. I am going to be doing some coverage from here towards the launch of the game, but I'm not going to do any kind of the coverage that I tried during my play test time with the emulator for the game. I just deleted all of that. I just got rid of all of that. I do not want to do anything to do with that. I do have some planned videos for coverage for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from here till the game's launch, but it is all going to be based on the official information that we have from Nintendo and based on the videos that you have already watched. There is nothing going to be from there, I can promise you that much. And even then, when the game releases, you know how the coverage functions in here. We're not going to be doing any kind of spoilers. We do reviews, we do guides, we do all kind of conversations in this channel, but we do not dwell too much on spoilers. So yeah, if you're watching this content, if you're here accompanying me throughout all of these conversations with RPJames, then you better be sure that you're safe in here, unless you find someone trolling in the comment section below. But from the video on itself, from the footage that I am going to be showing you, from the subjects and the themes that we're going to be discussing about here in the channel, you're safe. There's not going to be any kind of spoilers. There's not going to be anything for you to be concerned about. What I do want to emphasize, and I want to be very, very clear, is please do be careful out there in social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. The spoilers, I can tell you that much. I can be pretty sure that there's people that has already finished this thing, and there's going to be huge spoilers for this game. So be careful. Be careful, and remember that in no one told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful, beautiful person. Subscribe to the channel, like the video before you close the door, and I'll be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.